There we go. We're on.
All right. So using all the techniques that you have learned so far, solve the following equations.
Okay.
So x to the fourth minus 4x cubed plus 7x squared minus 16x equals negative 12.
I
So the
think
first
that
thing we're
helps
going to,
actually. No, go
what?
ahead. Go on ahead.
I was going to say, the first thing we do is pull out one of the x's, right? And make it into a regular
From what I
equation.
remember, there was the step division that we could do.
What?
There was the form of division from last week. Step division, I believe it was called.
Okay.
Where you figure out what numbers would work well based on the last number there, which would be 12. All of the potential multipliers.
Oh, the roots to find out. Okay.
And then we take like every number before the x's and also the 12 and put it through. See if that number works. So
So this isn't where you're talking about. You look at the starts with the C, the number before the variable, and like look at it as positive or negative, and you're switching back and forth. That's not what you're talking about, right?
I'm confused now as well.
Okay. All right, because I was thinking of like if you look at it, how there's x to the fourth at the positive, and then you have negative 4x, positive 7x squared, negative 16x, and then essentially positive 12. And so you look at that and you go through each section, and every time it changes. Oh wait, hold up, I might be talking about something different. I think I'm talking about roots and. Well, I'm going to double check this. I might be lying to you. You can go ahead with what you were saying on rethinking my.
I'm trying to find that information from last week. I'm going to pull it up. Probably in the content.
Okay. Okay.
Synthetic division, that's what it's called.
What?
Synthetic division.
Synthetic division.
Yeah. So what you do is you take each number before the variables. So in this case with this first problem, it would be 1, -4, 7, and -16 and 12. Line those all up close to each other. And you take the variables, or the multiplication pieces, use the word, and I can't remember now. The points of multiplication, I'll call them, because I don't remember the words, for 12, and you run them through. And if it equals 0, then it is one of the factors. And then you do that again, since it'd go from x to the 4th, that entire piece, to -4, or whatever it would become after that. It would become whatever it is, x to the 3rd, and then x squared, and so forth. Run through that twice, and then you can run through the whole problem with the x squared minus whatever the variable is before the x, plus the final number.
Okay. All right. You think you'd be able to run it through me with this first one?
1 second. Let's see if I can. Nope, can't do that thing. I was hoping to be able to throw it into the chat, a picture of it, but it looks like I can't. All right. If you look it up in Google, you'd be able to see it. Synthetic division. Examples of it.
Oh. Okay. Okay, so in this case, we'd be using 1, -4, +7, -16. And do we use the 12?
Yes, that's part of the variables. All of that has to equal 0. So we'd move the 12 back into the equation. And it'd be 1, -4, 7, -16, and 12 would be the first run of numbers. Hi. I am all alone right now.
Okay.
Man, you got spotty Wi-Fi or something, man.
Yeah, I think this was actually my computer is just struggling to stay up. It just freezes.
Hmm.
I need to run through it and get rid of stuff or something.
That's kind of
Sorry about
depressing.
that.
It's all right.
Yeah.
So factors of 12 would be 1, 3, 4, and 12.
Okay,
That
so
we can run
positive
through.
12.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if we wanted to run through it, 1 we probably wouldn't do, 12 we probably wouldn't do. So
We're just putting the
let's try.
factors of we're putting the factors of 12 through it.
Yeah, do the synthetic division.
Okay.
So we do 3.
Okay.
The 1 carries down. And each, it's basically after we multiply what comes out with the first number, so that would be 1. We multiply 3 by 1.
Okay.
We get 3 and put it against the 4. And it's just subtraction from there.
Okay.
Or the adding.
So would that give us -7?
Yeah, that would give us -7.
We multiply that by 3 and we get -21. Which then drops down and gives us 14. I don't think this one's going to work. Let's see.
You know.
Yeah. 58, and then that's a big number.
That would be 14. Not -14.
Are we multiplying by -3? Or are we?
By 3.
Mm.
So since you're subtracting, it would be
Oh,
7
and add it. Okay.
minus 7,
Yeah.
positive 58.
Okay.
Let me try 1.
What'd you get?
Big old number.
So that one wouldn't work.
Yeah. Not at the moment from the looks of it. So I'm running 1 through at the moment.
Okay. Does one work?
That's what I'm trying to figure out right now. Doesn't look like it does. Let's try -3 actually, real quick. one, maybe. -3.
I think we're supposed to add them.
Are we supposed to add them?
I think so.
That might make it more sense.
Let's see. We did that one. Then let's try 3. So we bring 3 up here, drops down to 1. 3 up there, 10, 30. 3 up there, that brings it down to 14. That's not going to work. 4. 4. This is 0. This is 0. This is 7. 28. No. So that doesn't work.
3 works.
3 works?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how I got it, did what you said, adding. 3 times 1 is 3.
Mm-hmm.
Add that to -4, that turns into -1. Multiply that by 3, get -3. -3 plus 7 is 4.
Okay.
Multiply that once again. -16 plus 12 equals -4. Multiply that by 3, we get -12, and that comes out to 0.
Okay. And so is that all of our roots right there, or is that what that's saying?
Sorry,
The
what?
1, -1, 4, -4, and 3. Is that all of our possible? Or is it just saying 3 is the only one going right now?
Maybe.
Yeah, it's just 3. Never mind. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. The rest is just addition and whatnot and multiplication. I'm just getting excited trying to take a shortcut. Okay.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, so I believe the numbers that we take are the second line right there underneath. So it'd be 3, -3, 12, -12. We throw those into, so it'd be like 3x to the third minus 3x squared plus 12x minus 12. And we need to factor through that.
We're throwing those in for the variables?
Yes.
Okay.
And 1 does work.
1 does?
Yeah, 1 works there. Since the 3 carries down, that'll cancel out the -3, turning it into a 0. The 12 will just come down. Then that'll cancel out with the -12. so far our variables are x minus 3 and
Yeah.
x minus 1.
Okay.
After that, it looks like our variables are 3x squared plus 12. Since there's no variable before the x, it's a 0. That takes out that variable completely. Divide that out by 3.
So 0.
4.
That's not working. So did you plug?
Huh?
You said we plug in 12.
No, so sorry. It after we have done that, it turns into a binomial or trinomial at that point, and that's easily factorable. Since it's a binomial and it's 3x squared plus 12. Still trying to figure out how that will work, but I think just divide it by 3.
Oh, okay.
And that'll turn into x squared minus 4 equals 0. We subtract the 4 from both sides, and then we'd be able to square root it.
Oh.
And then it's an imaginary number.
So is that 2 and 2i? Or?
Yeah. That'd be 2i. Yeah, that'd be 2i.
Okay.
In order to get a cancellation of the middle, it would have to be positive and negative both. Positive and negative 2i.
Okay, I see. And there's our 4 right there, right?
Yes. X
So
plus
x equals
2i, or x equals 3, 1, and then positive or negative
2i.
2i.
Okay. Wow. That's cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of work for one problem.
Yeah, it's coming back a little bit though.
Trying to make more sense to you?
A little bit, yeah.
All right, that's good.
I'd forgotten about the synthetic division stuff. So that was much better.
I just remembered it from yesterday or last week, whenever I did the homework.
Oh man.
Where's my good pencil? And here I am ruffling through everything. There it is. My good pencil. Yay. All right. Next problem.
Over here. All right.
The synthetic division.
Yeah. So we got 1, 3, 2.
Yeah, 1, 3, 2. And
Do
now
we
would all be
know?
factors of 2.
We're
Which is
doing
1,
factors
2.
of 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
factors of 2. I'd throw 1 or 2 in, I suppose.
Yeah.
We'd also need zeros interspacing because we need
All right.
those places of the x to the 4th and x squared in there.
-1 works.
Does it?
Yeah.
Sweet. Good to know.
I believe so does -2.
So that doesn't get us a positive 3, does it?
It's a positive 3.
It'd have to be
No.
positive.
It comes out as a 0.
Okay.
Is that? Because -2 to 1 is -2. Add that to 3, that's 1. 1 times -2 is -2. Take that from 2. Should come out as a 0. Is that what we're trying to do, is get it to 0 at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
But do you have 1, 0, 3, 0, 2 for all the variables?
Oh, no, I don't. I skipped it. You got me.
I say maybe 1 works. I'm going to run through that.
The 1 still works?
Yeah, I'll see if one's. Oh, I'm going to see if 1 works.
Okay.
Real quick.
0, 3, 0, 2.
One does not work.
Neither does -1.
Test out 2 real quick. -2 doesn't work either.
No.
Huh. So I'm going to admit I'm cheating a little bit. I'm looking through the key.
That's okay. We need it.
And I'm wondering how you get this answer. This is the answer is 0, positive or negative I, and then positive or negative I square root 2.
Wait, what?
Yeah, right?
Zero. Hmm. Negative I.
Uh,
Wait. It doesn't work. See, I thought I ran 0 through it and it didn't work. So
How do you work? Don't understand this problem. Teacher, we're struggling.
all right, let's skip over it. We'll go back.
I like that idea. All right. Square root of 2x plus 1 minus the square root of x equals 1. Square it all.
Yeah. Which gives us 2x plus 1 minus x equals 1.
But 2x minus x is x.
Then the x equals 0.
Sweet. Let's check
Is there
it.
anything?
One of the answers is 0.
All right, that's
This
good.
is there's 2 answers. All right. We square everything and then throw in 0.
See.
This one is destroying my head.
What's the other answer?
The other answer is 4.
Okay.
Yeah, right. Or works. Throwing it through the equation.
Hmm.
I'm just wondering how they got it.
Yeah. So I can't think of anything else you do after you square it.
Yeah.
And bring everything out and then just solve.
What other ways could we use you? Huh. And I don't get the next one either.
What's the next one?
Next one is a fraction in the power,
That's
a negative
gross.
fraction in the power.
That is disgusting. We don't have a list of formulas, do we?
I do not. Do you?
I don't. I don't think we can give him one. We might have to go on a manhunt some one of these days and create a list of formulas to look at because I'm not remembering anything that.
I'm not
Why?
remembering any of that. How would you do that?
Uh,
A negative 5 halves.
what does that come out to? That's 2 1/2. Two and a
Yeah,
half. Um,
I vaguely remember going over something like this once upon a time,
I don't remember it at all.
but at the same time, I don't remember how that negative 5 factors into everything, or that 2 factors into everything.
Oh yeah, me. If you were to um, square everything, would that cancel out and just become a -5? And then 32, you'd square it into whatever 32 squared is.
Maybe. Let's try.
That gives us 1024 on the right side of the equal sign.
It'll be a negative factoring since it's
Is there,
an odd power.
is there a way we can get rid of that? Or how do we handle that?
I don't know.
Because if it's a negative, then it's not a polynomial or whatever.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Oh. This isn't looking good.
How long do you think we're supposed to struggle with this?
I don't know. Oh man. I'm gonna have to get a tutor, I think.
Yeah.
Find some kind of help.
Oh.
All right, well, let's try the next one. See if one of these will.
One of them will
Hopefully.
click eventually.
Yeah. And if not, then well, we'll just have to move on and try to figure it out
Yeah.
another time. Okay. This one looks somewhat friendly. We're on the x squared minus x in parentheses squared.
Yeah.
Okay.
from what I can tell, and I sound weird right there. From what I can tell, FOIL it. Multiply the first two, outside, inside, and then the last. Which wasn't too hard. Which I got x to the fourth minus 2x cubed plus x squared.
Okay.
And then you would throw the 18 into the whole equation there, the negative 18. So you get negative 18 squared plus 18x. And that all equals negative 72. Add the common variables and their coefficients.
And you get x to the fourth minus 2x cubed minus 19x squared minus 18x plus 72.
I thought it was negative 17x squared.
Yep, that is a positive.
All right.
17x squared minus 18x.
Plus, since that's a negative 18 outside of the parentheses, that'll cancel the negative before the x.
One of these days. Okay.
And plus 72
okay.
equals 0.
You're
on the right track. You're doing great.
All right. Okay. Now, do we do the synthetic division?
Yeah.
Okay.
Factors of 72. One, two.
Two.
3 works in there.
1, 2, 9, 8.
9.
4, 18. 36. See. Oh, 3 can go into it too.
$18, 36. $24 and 72, of course. So there's 10 potential factors that we could use.
There's 10 potential?
Yeah. 1, 2,
okay.
3, 4, 8, 9, 18, 24, 36, 72.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll start with negative.
And they would only have to be
Negative 1.
I don't think -1 works.
Sorry, what?
From the looks of it, -1 does not work. Did you get that?
Yeah.
I get 33.
-1, -2, and -3 have not worked for me.
What about 4? What about the positive inverse? Inverse from the negative?
I've only been doing negative so far.
All right, I'm going to try +2.
I think there should be 2 positive and 2 negative.
2 doesn't work. Who's that?
It's my girlfriend.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
Those are
I
bad news.
tried -8 and it jumped up really quick.
I'm working through +3 at the moment.
-3 again. I messed up. 5, 15.
3 doesn't work.
Ooh. Hold on. I might have messed up on -3. 5, -15. 2, 6, 24, -72. Okay, -3 does work.
-3 does work?
Yes, it does.
Sweet. What are the...
-3, 15, 6, -72.
Sweet. All right. Let's plug those in real quick into quadnomial, I guess it would be. What were those numbers one last time?
-3, +15, +6, -72.
+6 and -72. All right.
So it'd be -3x cubed plus 15x squared plus 6x minus 72.
Yeah, that's what I have.
All right.
All right. 4.
Two works. Right.
Sweet.
So
4 works.
two just one works.
4.
Four works. Okay. I think two
So that
works
would
as well.
x plus 3 for 1, and x minus 4 for another. That turns into negative x squared plus 12x plus 72.
Can you give that to me again?
That'd be negative 12x squared plus 12x plus 72. Looks like there's actually 12 factors of 72. We got about 12 and 6.
I was going to say, because if you pull 12 out of that equation, you dropped it down to x squared minus x minus 6.
Yeah. And that would be x plus 2.
And minus 3.
And x minus 3, yeah. So all in all, x equals negative 3, negative 2, 3, and 4.
So positive and negative 3, 4, negative 2.
Yeah. Huh.
As that compared to the answers.
3, negative 2, 4, 3, and 3m2. What does n mean?
Gosh dang it.
Yeah, right.
I think we have it. Perfect.
We did our best. You hear that, teacher?
Oh, man. Okay. Well, new page of paper.
All right. Absolute value of x squared minus 6 equals 5x.
Yeah, if it's an absolute value, what do we have to do to it again? I know it makes it always positive, right?
Yeah. So would that be x squared plus 6?
Yeah, I guess.
Then if we move over the 5x, that turns it into a negative 5x.
Yep. Which -2 and -3.
Yeah. So the answer would be 2 and 3.
Could be. It's not.
Nope, it is not.
Oh, you could do 1 and 6 as well.
Yes, you could.
Positive or -6, +1. Right. Oh,
Maybe move the 5x into the equation.
oh shoot, what is it? So if you were to keep that there, oh, never mind. I think because of the absolute values, like we can almost confirm that x is going to be a +6 at some point. I don't know why.
Neither do I. Because it's absolute.
Yeah.
It's word is law.
Man. 36. Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Well, definitely a lot of things I'm going to look up later on.
Yes. And then we can create a master sheet of formulas.
Seriously. Oh man, I feel like I'm just missing the puzzle pieces.
Yeah. We have the full picture. We just don't know where the pieces go.
Let's give this last one a shot.
14. 45. Factors of 45.
1, 5,
45, 5, 9.
45.
Yeah. 3 and 15.
Yes.
All right. Let's dive right in and try this. I'm throwing -3 through.
Okay. Positive.
-3 don't work.
Neither does positive.
I'll try 1.
I'm gonna give 5 a shot. -5 actually. No.
Maybe -1.
-5 works.
Sweet. I'm gonna take a look at it real quick as well, so I understand.
It should, I think.
-5 works?
I thought so. You have
Yeah,
1,
zeros
0,
in there.
1, 0, -14. Ah. 0.45. Gosh dang it. I hate my life. Okay.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Try this again. Dude, that's the third time I've done that. Ugh.
It happens.
Okay. 3, 9. No, it doesn't work. 3. I think -3 might work. Did you already do -3?
-3 was getting big very quickly.
I have it as it works. Let's see. So -3 times 1, you get -3. Touch up sign gives you -3 again. -3 gives you +9. Into -14 gives you -5. -3, -5 equals +15. Drops down. Then -3, +15 gives you -45. I think it works. Double check it.
-3?
Yeah, -3. Just make sure I'm not completely crazy.
I will. Make sure you don't get a bloated head or something.
Yeah. Could be missing a 0 too, so that's happened before.
It works.
It works?
Yep.
Okay, sweet.
All right.
So it gives us -3 x cubed plus 9x squared plus 15x minus 45.
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
Yeah, I would say if you could pull 3 out right away.
Turns it into -9x squared plus 45.
But 9 divided by -9, I guess, right?
Yeah.
-5. X squared Which would give you x is equal to plus or minus radical 5.
Yeah.
Is that our 4?
That would be
3.
all 4. Since positive and negative 3 work, that's all 4.
Hallelujah. We actually did that one right all the way.
Woohoo!
Yes. Is that one of the 7 or 6, whatever?
Like Rosie, right?
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, coefficient. That's the word I was looking for a long time ago. Found it.
And there's number 2.
Yeah. What do we have to do for this? Real coefficients.
Find a polynomial with real coefficients.
So is this reverse? It's giving us the factor? No.
Yeah, we have to factor everything. So x
Equals negative 2? No.
we know that x equals these things.
Oh.
2 and 1 minus I.
Okay, so x minus 2.
X minus 2 is one of the factors.
And
X minus
1 minus I.
1 minus I. But we can't have an I in an equation.
There was something when I was doing the My Math Lab, there was something about like you could double it or whatnot.
So would it be 1 minus I or 1 plus I?
Oh. Because the only way to get an I out or whatever is to multiply by itself, right? You have to square it. Because an I is a radical negative 1.
1 plus I, okay. Yeah, because you want it factored out completely.
So it is both?
Yeah, 1 minus I and 1 plus I.
Okay.
Let's do the I portion first.
Okay. We're not foiling, are we?
I would think you would have to.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's x squared right there. X
Minus x plus xi. The thing.
Yeah, x plus xi.
Okay.
And x minus xi.
Okay. And then
Plus x minus xi. I, which cancels out the xi's. So we don't have to worry about those now.
Yeah, it does.
Then the last.
There's a plus in between those two, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Plus
Is that
I or 1
minus,
I squared.
which is a negative? It would come out as a -1, so it'd be 1 plus 1.
-1.
-1.
Yeah, since it's a -1 that comes out.
Okay.
So that would be x squared plus 2x minus 1. Multiply that by x minus 2.
Yeah.
And you throw x through the equation to get x cubed plus 2x squared minus x.
Minus,
And throw -2 through the equation.
so minus 2x squared minus 4x minus 2.
Plus 2.
Plus 2. Oh, yes, plus 2.
The 2x squared would cancel out. Leaving us with x cubed minus 5x plus 2.
Plus 2. Yeah, I think. How's this thing say? X cubed minus 4x squared plus 6x minus 4. We foiled. Maybe that was supposed to be a negative. Those would be positives. And 1 minus 1. Back that. Squared. That doesn't work. What's up?
Hey.
Wait, I did actually finish my sheets, right?
Sorry, I dropped your spot.
No, you're good.
Dang it! I forgot one freaking number.
Well, that's not that big a deal. The only thing I can think of is
But my
that when
entire
we foiled,
justification-
maybe we foiled wrong.
Maybe.
Oops.
We'll ask for comments from the teacher.
Do you think she'll watch this whole thing?
I don't know. She might think it's too long and stop halfway or a third of the way or even a quarter of the way through. If we're
What
lucky.
time would we at? Like about an hour plus, hour 15?
Yeah,